Hello guys and welcome back to this channel. Now I know yesterday was a pretty good day, especially for those who knew about the MBK method, right? Yes, I know yesterday was a very good day for you guys. Me personally, yesterday I couldn't get into enough trades. I ended up getting into a trade later on in that day, meaning I missed all these cells, right? I missed all these cells right here. I missed it, but all the best. I know for sure that you guys got it, and that's good for me. So yesterday, this was our yesterday's MBK setup, right? And we enter into this trade based on what, a break of structure, and this was our first break of structure, so you could have gotten into the trade at this level, aiming for your first TP just at the previous day's setup, and your second TP at this level. Now your third TP could have been this level, but the rule of this MBK setup is when you see a change of character, and this was a change of character right here, you should get out of the trade. It's a very simple fact. When you see a change of character, get out of the trade. Now you could have gotten out of the trade at this level, but you know for sure that we are still below the MBK method, so indirectly we are still in a what, a sell zone. We are not above. If we are above it, we could have bought, but we are still below it, so indirectly we're still in a what, a sell zone. Now price was so kind that it gives us another what, another change of character just right here. So at this moment you could have already known that, oh yeah, price is going down, because when you see a change of character you get out of the trade, but when you see a change of character going down again, you know for sure that what, price is going down, and we are already in our sell zone. So what do? You could have entered into your trade at this fair value gap, putting your stop loss just above this high, simple as that, and you could have aimed for this low right here around this level as your what, your first TP. Then you let the rest of the trade run, because when you look at this on the bigger time frame, this right here was a what, a break of structure, and that's how it is. When there's a break of structure, price tends to move down quickly or move up quickly. So we can see that after this break of structure right here, after this break of structure around this level, price moved aggressively down, right? It's just a very simple technique. Now I ended up entering into a trade at this level. That was later on in the day when I had some little time to look at the charts. I ended up entering into a trade at this level. But the reason why I got into the trade at the level is that price is very, very simple. Just think of it as a what? A shotgun. When you shoot, you have to do what? You have to reload. It's a very simple method. Now, price broke through this structure, came all the way down to this level, right? What is it going to do next? It's going to retrace back up. That is what, reloading. It's going to reload before it shoots back down again. It's just a very simple thing. It will go up, reload, then shoot back down again. That's just how it is. When you understand this and you use the MBK method, that's when you get to realize that trading is just going to be simple for you. Your trading methods are going to work. Everything that you're doing is just going to be good at this moment, right? It's a very simple thing. Now this is our today's setup, right? Let's look at today's setup. What do we expect today? Now we all know that today is going to be a very nice day because we are going to retrace all the way back up, right? Now you could have gotten into this trade at this level, aiming for what, either this high or where, a bigger high up there, right? Very, very simple. Putting your stop loss just below this, because this is our first what, break of structure. Or you can enter into the trade at this level. This is our, and this is another break of structure. Very, very simple. That's how the trade works. This is the MBK method. It's just a very simple thing. When you don't know the MBK method, I explained it in a video. You can go and check it out. It's just a very simple method. And when you don't know how to use technical analysis, this is just the method for you. If you don't know how to use technical analysis, it's a very simple method. Now I got into this trade about I got into 4 trades at this level. At this level, I got into 4 trades with my stop loss being here. So indirectly, these 4 trades were 0.9, right? So 0.9, putting my stop loss here, that was about somewhere 380 something dollars on each trade. So it's just equivalent to losing about $200, even though it's not up to $200, but that's just, let's just round it up to 200, right? Now that's what I was trying to lose on this trade. That is my stop loss. I said $200, sorry, $2,000, right? So that was my stop loss. I was trying to lose about $2,000 to make which amount. When you look at this trade around this level, I have about 2 TPs here, rounding it up to $2,400, and I have about a single TP here. So this is the 50% line, this is the 61% retracement line, right? And this is just our last high. This will be a very nice place for price to move in, because this high hasn't been taken, so that'll be a nice order block, right? It's just a very simple technique, and price will eventually even move into yesterday's setup. That's a possibility. When you are dealing with price, anything can happen. So in this whole trade, I'll be earning about $6,000, right? And I was willing to lose 2,000. I see it to be a good risk. That most of you guys will see it to be a very bad one, but I see it to be a good risk, right? So let's see what today has for us. You guys could enter into the trade using the MBK method or the 714 method. Now, yesterday, I'm sure the 714 method worked or it didn't work. I don't know. It's not a method that will be working every day. Most of you guys think when they say a method, it works every day. Not every method works every day, right? But when you see the setup and the setup is clear to you, you know how much you enter. That's why I was saying that when you're using this type of methods, you do what? You try your best and maximize your account and trade normally. Now you could use the 714 method. I think it was somewhere right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was somewhere right here, right? So this is the 714 method. Now I'm pretty sure you could use this 714 method to downtrend. We are expecting an uptrend. It worked yesterday. This was our low, so somewhere between this to this, you could have entered into your trade and you be aiming for a high. This could have been your first TP, and your second TP could have been here. If it's not hit, you have already gotten your first TP. You are good to go. So it worked yesterday too, but just remember that it's not every day that any setup is going to be working frequently. That's why I brought about the MBK method. That one works every day and it's constant. It's not something you should stress your brain or stress your mind searching for. No, it's just a simple thing. When we get below this, I'm going to do what? I'm going to close all these trades because I know we are in a sell zone, right? And we'll be targeting these lows. This is a place I wanted price to enter and I'll buy very, very well, because around this level is a very serious discount, right? This level to this level, that's a very serious discounted level. So let's see what happens today. We are just about to move into this fair value gap here. So at this level, I already have my the risk that I was trying to lose here, the money I was trying to lose here. I'll have it taken at this level. I'm already going to be having it in my account. My stop loss is already at what, break even, right? But let's see what happens. I hope to see price get up to here, making me $6,000, right? So price was moving pretty quick or pretty fast to my first TP here. So I moved my second TP that was here to this my third TP, right? Making it my second TP. So I was having two trades here, two trades here. Very, very simple, right? Because on the 30-minute time frame, there was a fair value gap around here, a very big one. So I was like, if price could go through this fair value gap, then there's no need for me to put a TP here, right? There's no need, because that means definitely we are reaching this level, right? So it's just a simple thing. And looking at it, it surely happened, right? Price pierced through this setup like very, very fast, right? That was just what happened. Now, most of you guys who are using the MBK method, this could have been your trade for the day. This could have been your trade for the day. And those of you who entered yesterday too, You could also be in the trade from here to there. I was just unlucky. I kept take profits here because I wasn't watching the trade this afternoon. If I was watching the trade this afternoon, I would have removed the TP, then put it somewhere here, or probably leave one here, then one there, right? But I wasn't. So I just saw the notification on my phone, then I checked, and my TPs were hit. So it's just a very simple thing. Now, you guys, you have to learn very much about the MBK method because it's a very good method. I invented it myself. It's a very good method. I've been using it every single day. When you use it, it's going to work for you, right? Yesterday, you could have been in this whole trade using the MBK method, and you could have been from here to this level using the MBK method today too. So it's very simple. Sorry for the messy chat, but it's a very simple thing. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.